There are people in the future who need us. I need Tenet.
This is where our worlds collide.
Hey everyone, Jack Grimes of Cinemark, joined today by Elizabeth Debicki from Christopher Nolan's newest film, Tenet, coming to theaters September 3rd. Elizabeth, thank you so much for talking with me today.
My pleasure.
Now, Tenet is all at once a time travel, spy, heist, action movie, and so much fun to watch. What makes it truly memorable to you?
I think for me, what's incredible about what Chris manages to do in this film is explore such an intangible concept in such a tangible way. And I think that is an incredible cinematic achievement. I think that watching Chris's mind, having had the privilege of working alongside Chris's brain, which is like a thing. It's really has like this, it should have its own zip code. It's like, it's an incredible thing. And I think watching him explore that through this thriller, through the espionage, through the incredible stunt sequences, that is really an amazing thing to see.
Who's the American?
He seems nice. I invited him to the dinner.
He's good with fists for a diplomat.
You know, your character, Kat, really has an amazing transformation throughout the film. How would you describe what she goes through?
The thing about her, for me, is that the woman we meet in the beginning is captive to the circumstances she's in, but also almost prisoner to a way of thinking about herself. And we see, and that's perceived however it's perceived, really. And I love the dichotomy of her persona that she projects and actually what she's experiencing on the inside, which I found that crisis in her to have a great deal of authenticity, really, how I read it on the page. And then we see her go through this journey, and she gets confronted by something that she would never, ever find herself in the situation that she's in. And she rises to it in a way that I loved, and I loved to see that in a woman in this genre. And I found it to be interesting to play and, you know, hopefully empowering for women to watch. And
Absolutely. You know, I really enjoyed your performance as Kat, and it was so easy to get lost in the plot of the film once you start talking about grandfather paradoxes and temporal pincer movements. You know, what advice do you have for fans when they sit down and see the movie?
I would say, and this is sort of, for me, it's Nolan all the time. It's like you receive it on whatever level you receive it on. Your takeaway is your takeaway. And I think that you don't need to sort of strain to understand everything. If you receive the emotionality, the journey, the characters of the film, and the concept seems, I don't know, you haven't fully grasped it, I think that's sort of the trick. I think that's sort of Nolan in a way. And I love that you always feel, I think you could watch this film 5 times and still feel like there's something slightly out of your grasp. And it's maddening, and it's also the thing that makes you want to see his work, I think.
You know, I couldn't agree with you more, and I think everyone should see Christopher Nolan's Tenet on the biggest screen possible in Cinemark XD or IMAX. Get your tickets now at Cinemark.com.
You want to crash a plane?
But not from the air. No, it's so dramatic.
Well, how big a plane?
That part is a little dramatic.